Welcome, everyone, to this mindfulness meditation session. And I would like to share that the other day I was listening to an amazing lecture about mindfulness meditation by Swami Sarvapriyananda from New York's Vedanta Society. And I was really inspired by his talk and the way he explained everything. So I just decided that I would just share whatever the way he was explaining everything. We often forget is that the original purpose of most of the meditative and contemplative practices were for many of us still are, is self-realization and a connection with the source, God, universe, freedom from suffering. So they were developed thousands of years ago by spiritual seekers. And even mindfulness meditation is originally a technique that was for attainment of self-realization. There was that monk called a Sangha, Buddhist monk, that lived about 800 years after the Buddha, so which is like about 1700 years ago or so. And he developed this method of mindfulness meditation. And then about 600 years later, it was put into a sequence by another Buddhist monk who wrote a book, which is called Bhavana Krama, which is sequence of meditation. And this book is kind of like very, very dry, but he explained 10 stages of meditation. For our purpose, we are going to use only the two first stages. So we are not doing this meditation. We are not sitting here together like in these settings for the self-realization. It's more the mindfulness meditations these days is mostly for, the secular reasons. It's so we can all come together, and it's great for stress reduction and wonderful for focus and concentration. So most of people these days, like regular people like us, are just going for the first two steps. And this is really, and we get all the beautiful benefits. It's very powerful. Why this method is so popular? Because it's and very powerful. It's not based on any particular deity or religious practice. It's basically it's based on paying attention to breathing. And it makes sense because breath is always with us. And also with mindfulness meditation, unlike many other meditations, you can be passive. You can just watch what's going on. So we don't do anything. We just witness. Just watch the breath coming, going, and changing the in-breath to out-breath. It's changing, but it's also stable and very predictable. So breath is a great object of meditation. It's always here, always available. I would like to explain what we will do today before we start. So first we will make a transition to the attention to the breath, because right now our attention is scattered. We just came from wherever we came. Most of us had day behind us, or at least part of the day, and there are things going on. So that attention can be scattered. So the first step is to bring the attention to balance. First, we'll find a posture that is maintainable and relaxed. So we call it sthiram and sukham, which means steady and pleasant, not too rigid. And if you need to move in that posture, it's better to move than fight the movement, because your attention will be on that, like something that's itching, or, that you need to move your arm or whatever. So it's better to move that and be okay with that. And also when we close the eyes, because you can choose to have your eyes closed, this way lots of stimuli will be shut off, and our attention, it will be easier to maintain. We're closing the eyes are closed, but the awareness of everything is still open. So we will experience sound, physical sensations, thoughts, and also breath will be going on. And we won't do anything about that, just noticing without following. So whatever comes, we will just see, feel things, hear things, but we won't follow them. We'll just notice that they are, that a thought come, or maybe an itch came, or a sound. The mind will do its best to take us on a trip, but we won't follow. Just notice sensations and sounds and thoughts, whatever is present, whatever it is. And then there is stage 2 when we focus awareness on the body. So everything will be still there, the thoughts and everything, but we will keep our awareness on the body. And then we will narrow the awareness to the breath. And again, everything still will be there, the body, the thoughts, sensations, but we'll be narrowing the awareness to the breath and where we feel that breath. So do we feel it in our face, nose, chest, abdomen? Without changing it, we will just follow the breath back and forth, like as it comes in through the nostrils and goes out. So that will be our next step. And then we will bring our attention to the tip of our nostrils. Some people like to feel it between the top of the lips and below the nose, or just where the nostrils start, to feel the sensations at the nostrils. And we will keep our awareness there. So again, other sensations will come, thoughts will come, and we'll let them come. It's okay. We'll make them sit at the backdrop. And we will allow the sensations of the breath at the nostrils be our main focus. So that will be our meditation for today. We will just allow the sensations of the breath at the nostrils be our anchor. We won't follow the breath coming and going, moving of the chest, anything, just keeping our awareness here. And anytime that we will lose that attention, we will go back following the breath, or maybe even, the body awareness, and step by step coming back to the attention to the breath at the tip of the nostrils. So whenever we lose that attention, we'll follow a few steps back, going back to that body awareness, to that movement of the breath. And I will guide you through all of that. We all know that distractions will come, but there is a way to stabilize the turbulent mind. One of the methods is counting. So this is a pretty cool method to kind of calm the mind. We'll count to 10. And the way it goes is we inhale, then exhale and say 1. In our mind, of course. Then we'll inhale and exhale and say 2. And it sounds pretty easy, but you will see how easily you will get confused. So if at any point that you are not sure which number is next, just say 1 again and start from 1. When you count to 10, you will be able to keep your awareness at the tip of your nose. So that's basically the practice for today. If distractions come from the inside or outside, or you fall asleep or forget to keep the awareness of the tip of the nostrils, it may take a moment before you realize that. And this is kind of important. When the mind takes you for a trip, you don't realize that. And then when you see that, just smile to yourself and be happy that you have noticed and came back to the nose. So look in meditation, look for the ease, for the joy. Don't be rigid. Just try to be relaxed in that practice. The distractions, they won't disappear, but our job is not to get too distracted by them. And let's remember that the more we practice, the better we become at that. So, if this is your first time today, you may notice that maybe 2% of the time you'll be able to keep your awareness where it's supposed to be. And that's fine. Everyone starts somewhere. So I think that's it for me talking. And let's start the practice, because, talking about something won't give you the taste. Let's sit find a comfortable position with your spine erect, but not rigid. Your head comes nicely up. So imagine that someone is nicely pulling the top of your head, the invisible string, up towards the ceiling. You can sit either cross-legged or maybe in a chair, or any way that feels comfortable, but not too comfy so you don't fall asleep right away. And if you need to move your body in any way, wiggle it. It's good time to do it now. If you need to crack your knuckles or move your shoulders or do anything that you need to do, just make sure that you are setting nicely for the practice. So you're making your body ready for that. Hands can come on your knees. The eyes can be gently shut or completely closed. If you don't close your eyes, you can look down. Try not to look forward or to sides. Try to just keeping your gaze down with your hands on your knees. And for the duration of the practice, let's just keep it like that. And the session will start now. So with your body relaxed, breathing normally, feeling your tongue relaxed, with the tip of your tongue touching the back of the teeth, the face relaxed. Let's become aware where we are. Noticing the sounds, sensations, and if thoughts and feelings arise, notice them but don't follow. Just breathing in and out. Becoming aware of the body and the feelings in the body. Noticing the support of the seat beneath you. Notice the movement of the breath. If you feel any physical tension, see if you can relax it. See if you can let it go. Just noticing your feet, your legs, your hips, the back, hands, arms. Noticing the shoulders. Noticing your face. Softening your facial expression. Relaxing your physical body. And see if you can relax also mentally, letting go of any worries and anxieties. Gradually moving to the awareness of the breath. As you breathe in, abdomen, the chest gently expand. As you breathe out, the abdomen gently contracts. Notice your body as you breathe in and out. Feel the wave-like expansion and contraction. The breathing is relaxed, soft. You don't have to do anything. The breathing is just happening. You just watch it as it comes and goes. Noticing when your inhalation becomes an exhalation. Noticing tiny pauses between your in and out breath, between the out and in breath. Just noticing without changing. And then very gently bring your attention and awareness to the tip of your nose, to the nostrils. And notice how it feels. How it feels where you breathe in and out. Stay here, just watching. Noticing the sensations, noticing the breath, being aware of your breath. No need to follow it in your body. Just stay at your nostrils. And when you feel comfortable and relaxed, you can breathe in and out and mentally say to yourself, 1. And then continue inhaling and exhaling, counting up to 10. And when you reach up to 10, you stay at the tip of your nostrils. We'll stay here for another about 10 minutes or so. Being aware of the breath. When I strike the bell, meditation will come to the end. And try not to open your eyes right away abruptly, but rather slowly. Maybe first looking down and then slowly bringing your gaze up. Just noticing how you feel. You want to honor your practice in any way that makes sense to you, either bringing your hands in front of your heart or whatever way makes it comfortable and meaningful. Bowing to your own heart, your inner teacher. Om Shanti. Om Peace.